Unlike some other countries where you cannot get most antibiotic medications over the counter, in Nigeria, you can walk into any pharmacy with your money and walk out with any antibiotic of your choice. In this video, I'm going to be listing the most commonly abused antibiotics in Nigeria, why people abuse these medications, why you should avoid them, and alternatives to their use. Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Temitope Oyetunji, a practicing family physician in Nigeria with over 10 years of practice. In those years of practice, I've discovered that many patients, over 90% of patients who walk into my consulting room with one complaint or the other must have self-medicated before coming to the hospital. Now, the most common class of drug that people self-medicate with, apart from anti-malarials, is antibiotics. And the most commonly abused antibiotic on my list and on your mind is none other than metronidazole, that is FLIL. Some people don't even know that FLIL is an antibiotic. They just know that it's the medication you use when you have diarrhea. It is commonly used for diarrhea episodes, either alone or as a cocktail with another antibiotic, tetracycline. But did you know that it's actually wrong to take FLIL for your diarrheal episodes? Because most of these diarrheal episodes are viral and self-limiting, which means that they resolve on their own without you having to take any medications. But then I know that nobody enjoys those frequent visits to the bathroom, especially when you are at work or, God forbid, in a public place. But instead of taking FLIL for those diarrheal episodes, there is something else you can take that is more readily available and homemade. And I say this not only because I'm a good doctor, but also from personal experience. Garri water. Have you tried it? Soak a few spoonfuls of garri in plenty of water and drink it. That just might be enough for your episodes. The high fiber content in garri helps to reabsorb excess water from the GIT, and ultimately this helps to resolve the diarrhea. Of course, there are certain instances where you can use FLIL for gastrointestinal infections, but that is for your doctor to decide. So again, stop using FLIL for diarrheal episodes unless they are prescribed by a good doctor like me. The second antibiotic on my list is AMPCLOS. Unlike FLIL that is most commonly used by people for diarrheal episodes, AMPCLOS is like the gbogbo nise or multi-purpose antibiotic that some Nigerians commonly use. They use it for unexplained abdominal pain, they use it for boils, for skin rashes. Some people even use it to prevent pregnancies and STIs. Hello! But again, the use of AMPCLOS without a doctor's prescription is so wrong. Besides, these days, most doctors don't prescribe AMPCLOS because we have newer and more effective medications. That is not to say AMPCLOS does not still have its place, but bottom line is that don't use it without a doctor's prescription. Now, a third antibiotic that I see more people abusing is ciprofloxacin or Ciprotab. In Nigeria, malaria and typhoid is a common diagnosis usually handed to people by pharmacy shops and some doctors, not good doctors though. And so people often believe they have to take ciprofloxacin or some other antibiotic in combination with anti-malaria because, God forbid, they treat malaria and not treat his brother typhoid. But this is another giant myth. You don't always have to take antibiotics in combination with anti-malaria. And like I explained in a previous video, malaria and typhoid are not twin brothers. In fact, they are not related at all. So why is it important for you to avoid these antibiotics without a doctor's prescription? It is because indiscriminate use of these antibiotics contribute to antibiotic resistance. That is, the bacteria that these antibiotics are supposed to fight against develop audacious powers such that they don't work when we really need them to. Now, we don't want that, because we don't want to add antibiotic resistance to the many problems we already have in Nigeria. So please avoid taking these antibiotics or any other antibiotic without a doctor's prescription. Besides, if you're planning to japa from Nigeria, like I know many of you are, hope you know you don't get these antibiotics over the counter in many of those countries you are japa into. So get used to it. Take garri water for your diarrhea episodes. Consult your doctor if you suspect any infections. These days, you don't need to go to the hospital to consult a doctor. You can consult a doctor online. Then remember that you don't always need to take antibiotics when you take anti-malaria. And that's it for this video. I'm the good Nigerian doctor. And if you're a good Nigerian, smash that subscribe button because good Nigerians watch this channel. I'll see you in the next one. God bless Nigeria.